This is a re-upload of this video. I actually put it onto YouTube yesterday, which was Monday the 24th of October. But within an hour of the video being on, there was a copyright claim from the person who owns the copyright to the music which was playing at the light installation outside the Cunard building on the Strand. Now I could have left it on, but I've decided to take it off, re-edit it and put it back on. Originally the sequence was around about 3 minutes, which I don't know, maybe that was just a little bit of an advert for that particular installation. But seeing as you've made a copyright claim, I've decided to take it off. So now instead of being around about 3 minutes long, it's now 6 seconds. And I've filled in some of the footage with a couple of buses. Anyway, during the hour that it was on YouTube on Monday, there was one comment, and I thank you very much for making it, and unfortunately it's no longer public, but I did read it and I still do have it, and great memories about the Beatles being at the Liverpool Town Hall in 1964. Anyway, on with the video. We're starting this walk from what used to be South Castle Street, and that's the Victoria Monument there. This is Castle Street itself, and at the end of the road you can see Liverpool Town Hall. I've titled this video River of Light, and we're going to do our best to see all the installations, but it has forecast rain, and we'll see how we get on. The River of Light trail started yesterday, Friday. Tonight is Saturday, 22nd of October, and it runs until the 6th of November, so it's on for 17 nights overall. What we're aiming to see is a series of artworks created by local, national and international artists. This is a 2-kilometre walking trail. It includes a mix of brand new, world premieres, as well as existing artworks which have never been displayed in the city before. So just in case you do come to see this, there are poster type maps on the streets with the route that you should follow. But basically you can jump in and out wherever you want. You don't have to stick to the plan. Anyway, tonight I've got my wife with me, and she's doing some filming as well. I think in this short walk we've managed to film each other more than we've managed to film the actual location, but I'm sure we'll get a little bit better as we get into the night. We seem to have a habit of walking into each other's shots. So as I said earlier, that's the town hall in front of us, and the first installation is at the back of the building on what's called Exchange Flags, and this is where we are now. Now all these installations apparently have different names, but it doesn't make it clear which one is which. Maybe there's something that you read and it tells you that I've obviously missed somewhere. Anyway, this is the first one, and we're behind the town hall on Exchange Flags. Now, depending on the weather, I'm not sure how many of these installations we'll actually see. I titled it River of Light 2022, but I think an alternative title might have been A Walk Around Liverpool at Night, and looking at some lights and going to get off when it rains, but that probably wouldn't fit on the thumbnail. All these art installations also have sounds music type thing going on, and I think the overall idea is that they're designed to be sensory. Is that the right word? Sensory? Appealing to the senses? The next installation is on the Strand, so we've got to take a walk down Water Street. So this is Water Street. We're looking back towards Dale Street, which is the continuation. So this is Water Street, and at the bottom we'll come to the Strand, and the first thing we'll probably see is the Liver buildings. Now I've got to be honest, going around seeing things like this tonight isn't really my thing. The River of Light has been on before, different installations I think, but we didn't go to the last one, and it was just the fact that we decided to go for a bit of a walk tonight that we decided to come here and also to film it. But it's not usually something I would think of doing. It's a bit touristy, I think, but a lot of locals come. I think it's more local people come to see it than it is tourists, but it's, I don't know, it's just not my thing really. Anyway, we're on the Strand, and this is the world famous iconic Liver building. As you can see, it's 6:10 at the moment, and we've got another week before we turn our clocks back. But the lights come on here at 5 o'clock, and I think they run through to 9 PM. So if you want to come and see them, that's your little time slot. So we're going to cross the road and see the installation, which is outside the Cunard building. We're on the waterfront now. This installation is something to do with dandelions. It's supposed to be a firework display, dandelion shape. This is another one, which is just to the left of the Liver buildings on the waterfront, with the blue lights there. Now I do realise that this might be a little bit more interesting if I knew what these installations were called, but unfortunately I don't, and I could make them up, but might upset someone. Anyway, going to have a look at the dandelions a little bit more. I suppose we could have retitled the video "A Walk Along Liverpool's Waterfront," interrupted by some light installations that we know absolutely nothing about. But I don't know, thumbnails are only so big. Anyway, controversy. Some people like the installations. They think the River of Light is a good thing because it gets people out and gets people walking around and introduces them to art. And other people think that they're a waste of time and the money should be spent on something else, which really just goes to show that you can't please everybody. But also, in a way, it's good for little businesses like the hot dog sellers and the ice cream vans, which in turn is good for the local government because they can charge them to be here. But at least they can't charge you for the sunsets. They're free. So the ship there, or rather it's a ferry, goes to the Isle of Man, and it's called a Mananam. The building hidden away behind the van is the Port of Liverpool building. This building here is the Museum of Liverpool, so all things Liverpool in its history are housed in that building there. We also have a World Museum, which is dedicated to general museum type things, but this one here is just dedicated to Liverpool life. So we're now looking at another installation. Again, I can't tell you what it's called, but it sounds quite good. This one you can actually walk through like a maze. You can feel the vibes. I must admit it looks pretty cool with the sunset behind it from a photography point of view. Museum of Liverpool Life once again. Anyway, back to the exploding firework dandelions, which I think probably my favourite that I've seen so far. I made that name up, by the way. I think they're called something else. Definitely dandelion in the title though. There's definitely now some rain in the air, so we're going to miss a few of these installations out, and you can complain that we didn't video them all. Just send your complaints on a postcard to the relevant department, and we'll have a look at it. But we're going to make our way down to the Albert Dock end of the waterfront and do a little video around there. The weather is one of those exciting things about living in England, that you can set out for an evening out and it's really nice, warm, sunny, and then it rains, and it just makes, I don't know, the whole thing so worthwhile. Well, this here is a couple of dry docks which are still in use. There's a couple of ships there waiting to be worked on. This is one of those independent vendors who's probably spent a fortune to park his rather lovely looking van there. A quick look back at the exploding firework dandelions, and this is Canning Dock, that's the pump house there, and we're looking across the Strand, and this is the world famous Albert Dock. To be fair, I should have called it by its real name, the Royal Albert Dock. It's had its royal title for a few years now. Now it's really starting to rain quite heavy, although there's still people heading towards the waterfront. We're going to jostle our way along with these good folks here and head towards the Strand. And then we're going to go to Liverpool One, which is a shopping complex, and there we're going to see our last installation before we make our way probably to a coffee shop to try and dry off, and then we're going to make our way home. So this is the installation at Liverpool One shopping complex, and it's not a definitive guide to this particular tour because we've missed so many out. But thank you for watching, and I'll catch up soon.